Hello everyone, my name is Danica McMillan. I am interviewing random students on our campus here about what their thoughts are about feminism, their views and their opinions and what they think about it, and whether they love it or they hate it. We just want to know and hopefully have them attend next week's event so they can be more educated in what it is. Do you know what feminism is?
Well, that's a complicated question.
Do you know what feminism is?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with the feminist movement.
Yes and no. I know what people think it is, and I know what the more accepted term now is.
Feminism, I guess, has very different meanings to different people.
The word gets tossed around so much that it's hard to say for sure what other people mean when they say it.
Feminism, I feel like, has a lot of opinions. I know it's for equality of rights between males and females. I feel like a lot of people get that skewed, though.
There's some misconnection between the name and what it's supposed to be about and what people make it out to be.
Do you know what feminism is?
Yeah, it's when you support equal rights for men and women in the political, economic, and social fields.
I had this perceived notion at first that it was like women that hate men, but over time I've been told it's just women that want to kind of look out for each other and their rights, and I think that's it.
For me, just trying to get the world to a place where everybody can feel safe and secure in where they are, where they live, and all of the people around them.
Well, this is not my phrase, but I really liked it. It's the liberation of heteronormative principles. You know, isn't just apply to women. It's about, women being able to go out and do things and empowering women, but at the same time empowering men so that they know that it's okay, to show things that are typically feminine, like emotion, or, if you don't want to go out and talk about football and have a beer, that's okay. You're not weird, it's fine.
To me personally, feminism means women being entitled to the same rights that most people attribute to males.
I started the Feminism 101 project by wanting to raise awareness on Edmonds Community Campus about what feminism is and about these issues locally here and globally. I work on campus, and through my department, I really wanted to create the Feminism 101 event, and it was going to be a week-long event because I felt like it was such a big issue that it would not be able to be condensed into one day. So the first day would be women leaders, organizations that are dedicated to coming on campus and talking about how they help women and families. The second event would be showing the It's a Girl film, followed by a panel discussion. The third day would be women's history and the women in the media and arts. And then the last day would be a Your Story event where you'd be able to share your own experience with feminism or just other issues in general. How I got the funding was through my department. I really wanted to put on this event, and the higher-ups in my department said no, just because they felt like it didn't coincide with what our department does. And then I got an email about a grant on campus, which coincides with the Campus Read theme, You've Got It All Wrong. And reading that book, I was really interested in it, and I felt that I could make this work. I could still get the funding for this event and make it work with the book, and it really does work with the book. So I wrote a proposal for the grant, and even if I didn't get it, I was going to find some way, whether I had to pay for myself, because I felt like this event was just so important that it needed to be on campus. And I did hear back, and I did get the grant, which I was really happy about. When I first was thinking about this event, there were a lot of people who didn't really know what it was. I'd be in different classes, and people didn't know what feminism was, or they had this really bad misconception with it, or didn't want to call themselves a feminist because of the stigma. And so I felt like if we had an event that educated people, people would be more aware, and they would start the conversation, and they would spread it to other people. Would you consider yourself a feminist, and why or why not?
Oh, I would say yes, because I believe that women should have the same rights as men. There should be equal pay for equal work, for example.
No, because I don't know much about it.
I would say yes, I would. There's a lot of issues, but it's definitely getting better at this point. I feel like it actually pretty much helps everyone because it's helping support, egalitarianism for everyone.
I'm not one of the 70s feminists where I would burn bras or something like that, but I definitely feel that women and men should have equal pay and all that stuff.
Would you identify yourself as a feminist, and why or why not?
say hell yeah? Yeah. Okay, hell yeah. Yeah, okay. I absolutely do, because you know, it's about gender equity, and I don't know, how can you say I'm not a feminist? To me, it's just weird. I think a lot of people think feminist means, you know, a man-hating woman who just wants, you know, to see men, you know, completely destroyed or whatever. That's not what it means. You know, you can't say, I believe in the equity of sexes or I believe in the equality of genders, but I'm not a feminist. That's not how words work.
I would define myself as a feminist, but I would also define myself as a masculinist. I mean, I'm a humanist more than anything. Gender is just one of those things that kind of gets in the way.
I wouldn't consider myself a feminist per se. I'm more for just equality between men and women in general. Honestly, the name is the only thing that kind of strikes out to me.
Would you consider yourself a feminist?
Yeah. Yeah.
Originally, I started majoring in public speaking, and later on dual majored to women's studies. And I watched a documentary called It's a Girl. I was shocked because I never knew about the routine extermination of girls in other cultures just overseas, and it's still happening. And the violent crime against women just for being women. And it really bothered me watching that film. And I thought to myself, well, why isn't anyone doing anything? And then that brought up the question to me, well, I could do something. Would you consider coming to this event to just learn more about it and learn about the different organizations and people that help women and families?
Yes, I'd definitely go to learn more about it.
I would definitely tell people about it.
I would absolutely attend it, and I would absolutely encourage other people to attend it as well, because even if you have no idea what this is, or even if you disagree with these principles or whatever the case may be, you should still come in and you should still learn about what exactly you are disagreeing with.
Absolutely, it sounds like a wonderful event to go to.
I think it's a very important conversation and topic in our culture.
Yeah, I would go, yeah.
Yeah, I could tell other people about it. Depending on when, I'd probably stop by since I always do the campus events.
Yes, but like I said, I don't really know that much about feminism, but I think I would like to go.